Hello, I am Komang Winarta from Smokri 2 Denpasar, Bali. This is a part of my task which is called aksi nyata or real action. Opening. Good morning all. How are you today? Hopefully everything is always in good health. Before we start, let me check everyone's attendance. Is anyone absent today? Please inform friends who are not present, so they can send letters. For those I mentioned their names, please raise your hand. Now, take a look at the links in your WA group. In 2 minutes fill in the link. From the fields that you have filled in, we will do our activities today in groups. Start with an activity that engages the whole class, trigger questions, for example before, did you make it a habit to plan activities every day? Do you think scheduling activities is very important in helping you achieve your goals? Now based on the questions above, we can understand that there is a problem or case that we can describe in writing or text. Do you know what kind of text contains the problem above? Yes, that's right, the text is an analytical exposition text. Today's learning goal is understand the structure and characteristics of the analytical exposition text. Identify arguments and opinions in the text. Developing the ability to write analytical exposition text. So, what kind of text is meant? Let's take a look at the material content in your Google Classroom. Now please take your seats according to your groups. Activity differentiation. A. Intermediate level. Give examples of simple and clear analytical exposition texts for students to analyze together. Provide worksheets with incomplete sentences from the analytical exposition text and ask students to complete them with appropriate arguments. Students can work in pairs or small groups to complete and compare their answers. B. High level. Give more complex analytical exposition texts with deeper arguments to students. Provide some analytical questions that require high-level thinking and logical reasoning to be answered in writing. Students can work individually or in small groups to answer questions and discuss their arguments. C. Low level. Give students a simpler analytical exposition text with arguments that are easier to understand. Provide initial sentences from the text and ask students to order them correctly. Provide answer choices or keywords to help students who need additional support. Practical activities. Give all students the task of writing an analytical exposition text on the topic they choose. Give written and oral feedback to students individually, focusing on using strong arguments and a coherent structure. For more brilliant students, provide an additional challenge by asking them to include an effective counterargument in their text. Closing activities. Ask students to share their analytical exposition text in the form of a short presentation in front of the class. Give positive and constructive feedback to each student. End the lesson with a reflective discussion about students' learning, the challenges they have encountered, and the progress they have made. By adopting a differentiation approach, you can provide a suitable challenge. Thus today's lesson. Hopefully what we learned today can benefit us all. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. See you for the next meeting.